Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. I'm pretty sure I've done this video before, but I'm going to try to do it a little more detail and put a little bling to it. It's not the easiest thing to do, but I've drawn out. So if you take a six-sided polygon, and if you will make Control D and make a duplicate and make the next one 50%, I would strongly suggest you go in Control G to group that. And then take the plus key and see, it's kind of hard to imagine. You know what I should have done? I'm going to do that. Let me move this polygons out of the way. That's what we need. I want those red lines, but see, so this one is just like half the size of the other one. So I would suggest, taking that one and putting it right there. I grabbed that corner node right there and, well, now I messed it up. Come straight over and put it right there. And then hit the plus key and kind of do the same thing. Grab that node and put it right on top of that one. Well, I didn't do a good job. That's why you group it together. So you've got that right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and let me group the red lines. So you've got this now, and you need to add the red lines. It's a little bit kind of funny, hard to copy, but I found if you just start at the top and draw a 2-point line from here to here, then grab your pick tool and hold down your shift key, and you can make that line as long as you want. Now, the line distance doesn't matter. I hit the plus key, and I'm going to put the next one there. You know what? I'm going to turn them both to red. I'm using somebody else's. I'm going to change my drawing to red. So I'm going to go F12 on the keyboard, and I actually want it in hairline. So when I draw the next line, you can see we need one right here, but it's to make it even. I don't know why it's drawing in black. I'm going to hold down the shift key and see how I'll just have to turn them all red. Then once you've got that angle, put the next one like right there. Now we need another line from the bottom. And so you'll just, when you're doing this, you're going to just have to take and pause the video, or if, I'm not saying you'll ever want to make it, shift key. And we need one more red line right there. So I apologize that I'm not writing in red. And I think we have everything we need. Okay, then take it and do this. It's not the easiest thing in the world. Take your virtual segment delete key and delete, well, we need one more line. And you can kind of find, if you take a screenshot of mine, of the drawing, let me go ahead and make that red. So what we need up here is a elongated box. And then we want to come down here. So if you just kind of follow along, and then we want to take away, well, we need another line. I didn't do a very good job of copying my lines over. We need a line like right there. So I'm going to take away those lines, leaving that line, and go, whoop. That's why it would help to have the Alt key working. And I think we got it. Now what you're going to want to do for sure is set your nudge. I'm drawing really big. This thing is like, so let's make our nudge factor 50 inches. And let's fill in that and up, that, and that. So that's what you should have. We'll just kind of double check it with one of mine. Let's see, that would be the one. See, so we got it. Now, if we add the outlines, it actually helps you. Now, so I'm going to do them both ways. So we're going to take, normally I don't move stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and group that together. Well, I made a duplicate. Let me hit delete. I'm going to go ahead and group that together, Control G. Then I'm going to Control D, and I'm going to make the new one red. And then I'm going to double click, and I'm going to move the rotation there and rotate it 120 degrees. And then Control D and just make that one green. So that's pretty cool within itself. But to make this right here is really the reason I wanted to make the video, to make it kind of look a little more blingish. We'll just get rid of these. And we're going to left click, right click. Well, we don't have to right click because the line's already there. And I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool and fill in that and nudge it over, fill in that and nudge it over. And then I'm going to left click, right click. And I'm going to take one shape and go up to Effects and Contour. It's pretty big, so I'm going to contour an inch. Take that one, contour to an inch. Now, we don't have to break the contour apart, but what we're going to do is fill that in with the Smart Fill tool. And I'm going to go ahead and use that red again. It worked out pretty well. Fill that in with red. Red. Take your interactive fill tool, and you could do anything from here. I just made it black to make it kind of look like it's falling into a hole. And do the same thing there. And you could actually probably use the attribute eyedropper. And you could do more to it. Now, if we take all these and make them, that'd be a pretty good deal. Let's make them all blue. Go ahead and fill in these. When we move these over, these are going to, well, now they should be on top. Well, they're not. So go Object Order Front of Page. Move that over, Object Order Front of Page. And once you have this design, you could do anything from here. Let's go ahead and add the outlines back and group that together, Control G, Control D, and just click on your rotation and put it right there on that node and rotate it 120 degrees and then 120 degrees to 240. Let's see what it looks like with a black box on it. Now, this is one of the more difficult things I've ever tried to show people how to draw, because it's a little, you really got to pay attention to your lines. But if you'll take a screenshot of really all of these and just kind of, I'm going to try to figure out an easier way to draw that. And the only problem with that, everything's got to be perfect for it to fit like that. Anyway, and you could do a lot more. You could interactive fill tool the blue and have it coming like dark over there. Anyway, hope that helps somebody someday, and thank you for watching.